Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make a barefoot sandal. This is what it looks like. You can also use folds over elastic in 5/8 inch, and these have been popular. It's been some time now that people have always made them, and I guess they're coming back, but they're coming back in the bullet or Liverpool fabric. Most of you who have seen them, they have been made in the folds over elastic, and then they have like a big old flower right there. So I'm going to show you how to do when using bullet. You can also use Liverpool. So the first thing I did, I got my measurements from Pinterest. I will put that link down in the description box for the sizing. So this one, it says for a 9 to 12 month old to cut 2 strips into 12 inches long. So I cut 2 strips 12 inches long, and since I have used folds over elastic in the past, I know it's 5/8 inch. So I kind of did it a little bit bigger than the 5/8 inch. But what you're going to want to do is fold it in half. And there are 2 ways that you can do this. I'm going to just show you one way and then explain the other one to you. So you fold it in half. Then you grab one strand, and right where that half is, you just bring it over like that. So then you have this. And then you grab the other strand and you bring it over, you overlap it, and you have a number 8. So the next thing you can do is you can add glue, hot glue, to it, or you can take it over to your sewing machine and do a straight stitch. I would highly recommend you doing just a straight stitch just from here to here, just because you know your product's gonna last. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna take it over there to my glue gun, and I'm just gonna glue it together. So now that I have mine glued, it's gonna look like this. Now I'm going to make my little bows, and I have just an extra strip here. I didn't measure it. It's probably 1/2 inch wide. And this one is the width is 3 inch wide. I didn't measure it. I basically cut off a strip that I already had made. So to make my bow, I'm going to be using these plywood templates that you can purchase from A&L Display. This one is the 3 inch one. So I'm just going to offset it a little bit from the center. Just like that. Put my clip. Wrap it once, then the second time. I'm going to grab a second clip just to hold it in place, and then I'm going to get my needle and thread and sew down the middle as straight as I can. That has glue on it, sorry. Make sure that you try to do even stitches. It's just a straight stitch, and it's down the center. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one in this one. Now I'm just going to cut the strands right over here, just like that. Make sure you don't cut that loop, and just pull off my template. Scrunch that, wrap it, and tie it off. And you get a little bow. And you don't have to layer it, it's all preference. You can just do a single bow and be over and done with. I'm gonna layer mine just to match the other one that I already have. The next template that we're gonna use is the 2-inch template. The same steps that I did to make this bow, I'm gonna do the same steps for the 2-inch bow. It's also, I left the width the same. So I'm just gonna wrap it. Most of you know that I pre-cut my strands for my head wrap. So out of one head wrap, I am able to make one pair of barefoot sandals. I don't know if this will help any of you, but out of one strand, which I cut my strands 5 inches by 40 inches, 5 inches wide by 40 inches long, I was able to make a pair of barefoot sandals. And I do still have some extra scraps. So this is my extra scraps right here. So you can actually get probably 2 of these little 8-figure things. But go ahead and cut that off. Make sure you're not cutting your loop. Pull your thread through. Knot it, and there you go. So next I'm going to go ahead and leave my thread attached. I'm going to add glue right here and then glue it onto the top of that second bow. So just like that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it together and then give it a knot. And then what you're going to want to do next, I'm still going to leave my needle and thread attached. I'm going to add some glue right here, then attach it to the center where it has a little square. Glue it just like that, and I'll show you the next step here in a second. So that's glued. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my strands. I'm going to glue it right there onto the bow. Then I'm going to wrap it around. And where I see that it fits almost to the end, I'm going to cut it right there. And then I'm just going to glue it down to the bow part. Sorry it's taking me a little while to get back over here. I just have my glue gun set up in a different spot of my she shed, so next, what I'm going to do with my needle and thread is I'm going to go ahead and pass it through. If you glued it like I did, it's going to be a little tough to get through, but if you sewed it, it will be really easy. So I'm just going to pass it once and then just kind of give it a stitch and then knot it. Cut the remaining off, and then you're going to want to get a little felt circle, add some glue to it, and add it to the back, right there where that center intersects. And that's what it'll look like. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, just comment below and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. The fabric that I am using is from Forget Me Not fabric. And then the templates I am using are from A&L Display. I will leave the links to those two shops in the description box. But like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching.